But let's break down this AFC West division. Carlos, the Kansas City Chiefs are on an incredible run right now because of Patrick Mahomes, because of Andy Reid. If those two guys are together, they're going to be tough to beat. No matter what weapons you have, no matter what offensive line you have, no matter what defense you have, when Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes are on the same team, it's like Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. You're going to give these guys a fighting chance, and they're going to be Super Bowl contenders every single year. They're on an 8-year run right now in the West. Carlos, is it going to be 9 years this year?
I don't know. They've got a couple teams that are like, hold on 1 minute. They've got some young teams, man. They're ready to take over that spot. They're gonna be a dogfight. It's a good division. Like overall, every team has got something like exciting, kind of. I feel like a buzz about them. That you got 3 teams that potentially can win it. And then, but even the Raiders got a little bit of buzz. Pete Carroll bringing that old swag of his there, and they got Aston Genty, who I can't wait to talk about this guy. The guy looks amazing so far in OTA. And then you got Jim Harbaugh there, and then then you have Kansas City,
Sean Payton.
Yeah, and Sean Payton. It's a good division. It's exciting.
Something about the AFC. So as we were going through and doing the AFC predictions, the teams, NFC needs to start taking notes on how to draft quarterbacks because the elite level of quarterback play in the AFC conference is unreal.
Ridiculous.
It's an absolute gauntlet for anybody trying to get into the Super Bowl through the AFC. I don't care who you are. Obviously Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, they've kind of made it almost like a yearly family vacation, wherever the Super Bowl is these past few years. But this conference in general is loaded with quarterback talent. And then you go to the AFC West, and I think they might be one of the best. Now AFC, North, they got Lamar, they got Joe, Aaron Rodgers, if you want to write him off. You go over to the east side, it's really just Josh Allen. No offense to your boy Tua. I know that you made an argument for him last week.
Where nobody's jumping on board with me here.
I know. So, man. But really, and think about it this way, Carlos. The Kansas City Chiefs, they're going to be healthier this year. They're getting Rashee Rice back. They're going to go ahead and get Hollywood Brown, Isaiah Pacheco, who is an explosive guy out of the backfield. They're going to be back, right? So, maybe this is going to be a hard team to dethrone, man. I don't see it happening. I really don't.
I worry about, they lose Tooney, and then they plug in another guard there, Caliendo, and then they draft Josh Simmons, so you got a rookie tackle now. The line is a little... we're going to have to see what happens with that offensive line because they've always had a pretty decent offensive line. And then hopefully Pacheco stays healthy. When I watch Pacheco run, I'm not sure what to think about it. The guy's running 1,000,000 miles an hour on his tippy toes. And then I don't know. I don't know what kind of runner he is. So, but healthy, he's explosive out of the backfield. I'm kind of more excited with them to see Rashee Rice back, Xavier Worthy, and Hollywood Brown at the same time. You got these 3 guys can run. What I mean run, they run. They're Miami Dolphin receiver fast. So it's going to be interesting. Yeah. And then with Rice back, I think we're going to see a bounce back here from Kelsey. I think last year he realized he messed up. Too many Tay concerts with him wearing his stupid top hat, dancing around on stage like a little clown. So I think he's back. I think we're going to see, and he's getting old. I think we're going to see a good year out of Kelsey. I don't know if it's those prime years that we saw from Kelsey where he was the elite. I don't know if those years are still with him, but I think we're going to see a Kelsey that's got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder from last year. He wasn't really good last year.
I agree. And Patrick Mahomes and Kelsey, they've kind of been, that dynamic duo there, the consistency with the Kansas City Chiefs. They've lost now 2 Super Bowls together. And each time there's been one consistent in both of those Super Bowl losses. Patrick Mahomes can't be protected, and Kelsey kind of got just play like out manned in his routes.
Yeah.
Kind of became irrelevant in the passing game. He wasn't really super efficient in either of those Super Bowl losses. So I'm with you with when it comes down to the offensive line, because this offensive line needs to be able to protect Patrick Mahomes. But because they have a head coach like Andy Reid, and they've kind of kept all of the coaching staff, that's something that we're not really seeing. We used to talk about the Andy Reid coaching tree. Now it's kind of starting to become the Sean McVay coaching tree, and Andy Reid is kind of keeping his guys together. So there's consistency there in Kansas City. I mean, you don't win the division 8 years in a row because of luck. I mean, at some point there's true consistency here in the way that these guys are coached. They've all bought into the system, and I don't see them getting dethroned. But I am excited to see some of these teams play, because I do think that this is a better division than a lot of people are giving it credit for. And so